everyone, Kelly over here, and if you've been following me on basically any social media, you know that I'm working on a steampunk Green Lantern for my husband for Wizard World. I made a vest for him and we came into this dilemma of needing a shirt to go underneath. We wanted to go with a black shirt, but I don't want to make a shirt from scratch because I just don't have that kind of time. So we grabbed a regular black dress shirt and it turned out to look kind of like maybe Green Lantern was going to prom. The main issue was with the modern pointy collar as opposed to the squared off Victorian collar. So using his black shirt, I modified it a little bit to give it a Victorian kind of look rather than the modern pointy collar look. And I mean, I think it's gonna look awesome if I say so myself. So if you are in a dilemma for needing a Victorian style men's shirt but you don't have the time or maybe the skill to make one, here is how you can alter a men's shirt to make it Victorian-ish. So you take your shirt, of course, because that's what you're altering, and a seam ripper, or maybe some small scissors. You have the buttons here, so you will rip the seam up this side of the collar and over this way a little bit. For those of you who are not familiar with how to rip seams, basically you're taking your scissors or your seam ripper and you're getting just the stitching and you're cutting that. So you need to be really careful not to damage the actual fabric because that's just gonna cause a world of hurt for you. My seams are ripped. I ripped the top part for about an inch or so. We'll just kind of see from there if that works. If not, I'll just cut it a little more. Modern collars have these nice little pointy things that keep it all straight and stuff. That's the technical term for it. I'm just gonna cut it out of the collar. Grab yourself some straight pins so you can pin it all together before you sew it, and take your collar and push in the pointy parts. Like that. Kind of. Like that. There we go. Get in there. Bam! And I'm gonna pin it. There we go! And now I'm going to use my sewing machine to sew it. If you don't have a sewing machine, then I suppose that you can hand sew it if you so choose. Because I was very careful not to rip the seam up here too far, the original stitching will keep that together. So I just need to make this line of stitching to make it hold. I'm going to try it on for you because I think my husband might be a little too shy to do it for you. But this is what you're going to look like with it done. Boom! You're going to have this awesome squared off Victorian collar. It looks nice, right? Sure does. Yeah, the shirt is ridiculous. And there's how you make your very own Victorian-ish collar. It looks way better than a modern pointy collar, and maybe it'll look like he's not going to prom anymore. Hopefully, because I'm not making a shirt from scratch. My next challenge is going to be to make an ascot to go with this. Yeah, an ascot, because that seems Victorian-ish, right? Speaking of Victorian clothing, what is your favorite piece of Victorian clothing that you would either like to wear or just look at all day? Leave it in the comments below. Mine is definitely the corset. I love corsets. I love wearing them. I love looking at them. Corsets are just awesome. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, at least a big thumbs up, A for effort, on my Victorian collar. Don't forget to subscribe to the Weird Girls YouTube channel and share this video with all of your Victorian cosplay sewing people. I hope this looks good on him because it doesn't look good on me. Yeah!